Okay, I think I got everything set up. I had everything, so I'm using Meld, and it just didn't even give me the option to change title or game or anything like that. So it ended up saying I was on 2K, and it just said testing stuff. But it just was not an ideal start to that. But it is what it is. Okay. Let's do stuff. All right. So let's look at what I'm doing here. I think I'm gonna do the dodge mechanic. So I'm gonna focus on, because I think I just wanted to go for like a certain, like a half-second split, kind of gain some distance, and so kind of like, right. So that's gotta refresh. So basically, what I'm wanting to do with it is this can go away. Okay, is have him here, right? Have my little guy there, and then whatever direction he's already heading in, for like a half a second, even maybe triple his speed, right? Teehee, brother, I know how old you are. I was gonna say that. So for like half a second, triple his speed, and then make him immune, like make him invulnerable, not immune, invulnerable. So that's kind of my game plan for today. Try to make that happen. And then whatever direction he's moving in, that's kind of how I'm thinking that will play out. So basically, that's kind of what I'm gonna do. I know this. So this says like prototype play, kind of part of movement. However, I kind of want that to, in my head, that's more like transformations, going stuff like that. So I'm just moving this one over for now. Now center it a little bit more. So just moving that one over for now. It's kind of what I'm thinking. And we'll go from there. But yeah, overall, this is kind of the goal. Goal for the stream. Got about 2 hours to make it look prettyish. So let's look at what I have. So as of right now, all I have is just a basic movement, like left, right, up, down, that kind of stuff. And I can go. Okay. If for some reason you guys can't see, hold on. Why you guys can't see this? This. There's something different. See, there you go. Back to this. There. I have no idea why that doesn't work. Like why that every now and then. How is work? Can you not hear me? Chase, I feel like you should be able to hear me. Why are you being scammed? Is that the problem here? Oh, okay. So what talk to me about scamming. Work sucks, is what it is. You know, but that's about it. But you weren't showing the. Oh yeah, I know. I tried making it to the guide stuff, but okay. So like this is his, basic movement, right? Speed. My goal is for half a second for him to go faster, right? So for half a second, we'll end up doing. Let me set it for half a second. We'll up his speed. Right, this is just what it's going to look like. This is what it'll end up looking like with him being faster, right? He's zooming, right? He's haul assing. So that's kind of how we'll know. Right, I'll start from over here, and then we'll do it that way. And so ideally, I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna show me going. This is the triple speed already. I'm gonna start with the slow speed. Hit this first Godot icon, and then click the shift button, which is where I'm gonna. That's right now what I'm gonna have put as the dash, and then it should last for that half a second or whatever, and then go to the other one. You should see the visible difference in speed. Is the hope. That's the dream. You when you see a baddie, Like you running around like that? Because I get that. Okay. Oh, nope. I done. Almost done messed up. Okay. Project. So here's another thing. You guys can't see. I'm tempted to show like the whole that whole screen and not just the window, which is possible. You're running away because you're afraid of women. That makes a lot more sense. I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. Okay, input. I don't like that you guys can't see this stuff. So I might end up changing this in the future because here, fuck it. Let's just run it now. What do you think? I mean, why not, you know? Full Godot. Let's try to this. Let's do the whole screen. I don't know what screen's about to show. Okay, we nailed it. First try. Okay, I might just leave it for now, and then next stream I'll have it right. But because I need to recrop it and stuff, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't. Yeah, fuck it. Let's run it. Let's do it. Let's recrop it. Some stuff. I think it's this one. Nope, wrong one. Okay. So let's just pull it down a little bit. That should be fine, to be honest with you. That should be, and I can just kind of keep this on the left. For now, that'll be okay. But if I get messages, they might pop up. Who knows? Who knows? Let's add a new action. Called dash. Okay. Boop. Okay. Called dash. Let's add it. And let's add a keybind for it. Just shift. Right. Close. Okay, and then I'm gonna want to do if input input is action pressed dash. Okay, I think what I want to do is, so I think velocity in general I want to apply. So velocity. I think what I can do is this plus equals thing, or multiple equal thing, and then 3. And I think that's basically it, except for it's, so the problem with, so I'm gonna have to do more, basically. But for now, just, so normal speed, right? I press it and it goes, ooh. So this is, so not right now, it's only, it's going until I let go of it, which I could do. I don't hate that, to be honest with you, because realistically, if we did it that way, right? Realistically, if we did it that way, instead of the time-based, so instead of time-based, there could be a stamina bar, right? Stamina, right? And time-based, instead we do stamina bar. Right? We exit out this half a second thing. Oh, but the problem is the invulnerability thing. Because if the stamina can reach, mini, money, mo. So I just click to hold, and then I have a stamina, right? And then maybe per frame, maybe it lasts like 5 seconds worth of stamina, and then I have to recharge it up. Which isn't a huge deal, right? But I think so. Instead of is action pressed, so I do just pressed, right? So the opposite here. I feel like I did this the wrong way, but it's fine. Dash. So this is actually what I think gives the. Oh, I wasn't putting it on there. So I think this is actually what gives me what I was intending, the just pressed, right? Which we can find out if we test it. Right, so I'm moving, right? I press it. Oh, it does it for like a split second and puts me back. No. Go away. Okay. That's not the move. If action is just pressed, velocity times 3, but the problem is it resets. Oh, because I'm not trying to do velocity times 3. I'm trying to do speed. See, I think that's I'm trying to do speed because I don't care. Because the velocity is going to come into play regardless, right? So I'm looking for speed times 3. That's what I'm looking for. Right, so now I'm going regularly, right? And now I'm moving fast, and I'm moving faster. And yeah, see, that's an issue if I could just keep clicking it, right? So I'm just not one thing to another. You can't even see me on the right side. See, this is problematic here. Boop boop boop. Okay, now you can see that side. Perfect. Okay, can't see that side now. Hold on, we're making this work. So now you can see me on this side. Just a little peek. And then you can see me. No, you can't see me on that side anymore. What is going on? I'm just off the screen on the inside. Oh, there we go. Well, it is what it is. Okay. For now, we'll reconfigure this whole thing because now it's all kinds of messy, but it's fine. So what I end up doing is speed times 3. However, I'm gonna have to set a timer. Wait. Ooh, is it a wait? How do I do the timer again? Timer. Dot wait. Timer. I don't remember how to use the timer. Doodah. Okay. Function on timer timeout print. Yes. Cool. Timer dot start. What I could do is set a timer up here. Var timer. No, var dash time. Do with that equals timer. Okay. Then I can do. I need it to be 5. We'll leave that for now. Then I could do dash time. Dot equals 5. Might be 5,000 is what I need. Timer, dash time dot start. That's just not how it goes. Maybe I'm crazy, but this should be. Create a one-shot timer without instantiating a node. Use scenetree.create timer. Let's talk about that. Let's figure that out for a second. Okay. It turns a new screen timer after time sec. In seconds that pass, the timer will emit timeout. Okay. And you're looking for time seconds. Process always bool equals true. Process. So create timer. I think I can do. So I want this. Right? So I can take this, go boom, right? And then afterwards, I would set speed back to 400. That's kind of how I do it. But it'd be 1 second. Let's see what it looks like with 1 second. I know something we could talk about. What do you want to talk about? Okay, that's a pretty big distance, though. Do I want it as a time-based thing or distance as it involves you and me? Is that a sausage? Is that a wiener? You trying to sleep with me? Okay, so we go hit. That's not bad. Half a second dash. It's a glizzy. You want my glizzy? I understand. I get it. You're not the first. You're not the last. I don't hate that. Oh. Problem is, this is gonna be time based, so Actually, I hate that it's time based. I don't. I don't. Okay. Let's whiteboard it up. Okay. So these are two options, right? So we have time. All right, then we have stamina. Or yeah. Could do distance. But then that's hard to time versus distance we'll go with. Right. Which one are so time kind of gives some variable to it, like time you can change direction, right? Change that's just change, put this as direction. Distance, it's a little bit harder to change direction because if you're going right, so say you're going this way and then you go down a little bit, right, that distance isn't great, which player's fault, right? Not a huge deal. However, I think as of right now, until I kind of what do I want to do? What do you think, Chase? Do you think timer based, or do you think distance based? Like you get a certain distance away. Thoughts, questions, comments, concerns? Timer? You think time based? That's what we're gonna start with for now. We'll see. I don't know if times threes, but like there's, I can play with this, right? For sure, I can get this. I can mess around with this. Do it more. However, I don't want to be able to keep dashing. You know what I mean? Like I don't want like how it is now. I can repeatedly dash. Right? I can run around. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I can if I double dash. Oh, I'm getting distance. Oh, stop it! Sticky keys. Let's use shift on Windows key by pressing one key at a time. The keyboard shortcut to turn on sticky keys. Disable. Just leave me alone. The keyboard shortcut to turn on sticky keys is shift key 5 times. I don't care. Like, respectfully, I don't care. Right, boom, boom, boom. Okay, but I should only be able to press it once, right? So, in order to fix that, I can set a boolean there. So like here, var dash underscore avail, right? Equals boolean. Right. Then I come down here. Doesn't type copy. Okay, rocks. What is wrong with this? var true, sure. Right, because it should be available right away, right? But then it'll swap. So set the speed times 3. I set dash underscore avail equal to false, right? And then after I get the speed back, dash. See, I don't. Here's the problem. I'm going to set a different timer because I don't want you to just be able to dash completely. Like I'm fixing the double dash here, right? Because I can put dash avail equals true, right? And then that will. This itself will fix the double dash. It will not, in fact, fix the double dash. Why? Oh, is it just that? Why can't the double dash not fixed? Oh, because I'm not actually setting anything to it. Then I do if dash avail equals true. Speed is 3. What's wrong here? Is equal to true? There we go. Okay. right? And then else pass. Okay. So this way it won't be able to do the dash multiple times. Oh, you guys weren't able to see that, were you? Oh, you guys were kind of, but I didn't do it the right way with the whole screen thing. That's my fault. I guess that's my fault. Yeah, I'm trying to think. So I'm gonna want it to be later, right? So I'm gonna want to set a timer. I'm gonna have like a timer on Sumner. Bum bum bum. A timer, right? And then it's gonna be, because I'm gonna have to set up timers for like abilities and stuff. It's gonna be dash. Okay, perfect. Then dash timer is going to be a, let's put it for 2 seconds. 5 seconds right now as a cooldown. Do that for now. You guys cannot see that side of the screen. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with my thing for a little bit, but like, I mess with the timer. Okay. So now what I could do is, Ricky, you're a Ricky. Then I'm gonna have to set the timer to start. Dash timer dot start. Okay, and then underneath this somewhere, I'm gonna need a different function for when it times out. Dun 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 dun. Node timeout. Need one of those. On dash timer timeout. Yep, connect. I'll put it all the way down at the bottom. Okay, that's fine. On it, I'm gonna put dash avail equals true. Control X. I'm gonna take that off of that, and if I put it here, right, so that way I can't just spam it constantly. So here now, the timer should start at the end of the dash. Is what's gonna happen here. All right, so boom, I got that. Like, it won't. I know you guys can't see that I'm clicking it. Okay. Do you want to turn on sticky keys? Just, oh, see, here's the problem. Yeah, well, shortcut. He lets you use the keys by pressing one key at a time. The keyword shortcut to turn on sticky keys is to press. Disable this shortcut right now. Get rid of it. Working PTE. Time for shortcuts. No. Shortcut. Yeah, don't want that right now. If I have to turn that back on later, it is what it is. I just want to see if I can just. So eventually, right in the 5 seconds, I can get the zoom back, and then I can't zoom. I can't zoom. Easy peasy. Now I kind of want to make myself flicker, right? As I'm doing that. To just show that I'm invulnerable, you know what I mean? Like a nice flicker effect, like, right? And I think the best way for me to do that is to have one version of him like this, right, and then one lighter version, and have that kind of alternate, right? Because I can make him an animated sprite instead of just a regular sprite. You know what I mean? I take that as a yes, Chase. You do know what I mean. Okay. What's that? Let me go see. Yes, you did. Do I have? I mean, I can. Here's what I can do. I have different sprites. That's what I could do for now. Let's run some Hessia up on it. Yeah, at least that will show me a good thing. So if I want to change this, change type to animated sprite. Okay, it's gonna change some shit. So, current. Okay, it's called sprite, not a huge deal. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to make some animations. How do I do that? Don't recall. Animation. Inspector. Animated sprite. Animation. Sprite frames. New sprite frames. Okay, here. Which I can do the whole body one. Yep. And then this will be the second one. Right, so go back and forth on it. 5 frames per second. Animation looping. I think I fuck with that. Okay. For now, I think I fuck with that. And then what I think I do is set. So that's not. I don't want that default. So I'm gonna delete that and add a new animation. Call it dashing or invuln. Because I might have it like it when you invuln. Invuln. Sure, we'll call it that. Default is just gonna be him chilling, vibing, right? This while he's invulnerable, we'll go boom, and then see. I think here's what I'm thinking. I think I set a. I start. Oh, this is gonna be so much to this. Var invuln. Invulnerable. We said equal to false originally, right? Because when you just loads in. And what I can do. I think I'm gonna end up having a state machine on it, but just not right now. And I'm also thinking doing like different, not any different stuff, but shit's happening sideways. It's fine. So dash available. I want to set invulnerable to equal true, right? Dash is done. Invulnerable equal false, right? So I can set that. And what I can do is if invulnerable is equal to true, animation sprite dot animation dot play, and then I want invuln. Is that right? Is that how I do that? Else, I don't know if this is how this is done. Sprite dot animation dot play. Default. So yeah, it does have to be in the default. There's a very real chance I'm messing this up, but let's find out. If I break it, I break it, right? Yep. Cool. Play and string name. How do I? Okay, let's look up some play. Property animation dot animation. Sprite frame string name. Yeah, take me in here. Okay. 2 string names with the value blah blah. No, I don't. Okay. Not what I'm looking for. I want this. I want this. Okay. Set animation. Set animation. I think it's what I'm missing here. Okay. Also, I have here. Go back to this. Just completely. So sprite.set animation. Nope. I would have sworn that's just what it said to me. Animation dot set animation dot set. Am I fucking crazy? I'd bet my life that's just what it said is the property. Oh, it's this, yeah, sprite dot set animation. Okay, so I think instead of dot set animation. Yeah, here we go. Okay, now we're cooking. Set animation. Why it's not popping up while I'm doing that stuff is bothering me, but it is what it is. Okay. I think this works. I think. Okay, at least loaded this time. Okay, see, but it never, it didn't change is my problem, right? Settings on word true. Half a second. Okay, maybe so I'm gonna boost this to like 2 seconds just to see if I can't see the animation on that end. I cannot. Okay. Okay, we're running into a problem here. What do I do to make the animation change? Animation of you. In ba-dum bum bum. Frame duration. Don't about that. What did I do wrong? That's the question. Because I'm not entirely sure. If invulnerable is true, the process. Yep, is true. Else default. Vulnerable equals true. Oh, because my bad. Okay. So here's what's happening. So basically, I'm stuck in here, right? Because as soon as I click it, it makes it that the dash available is not true. I think I'm doing this. When would I do that? Because I should still be getting the frames. Let's hit a breakpoint really quick here. Let's hit a break. Let's see. Let's see what we're doing here. Okay, so I'm going. I click it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm there. Perfect. Sensational. And then what? And then what? Touch time. Sprite. Why? Why? That's the question. Is why? What did I do wrong? There is the question. If the dash on the is true, cool. Okay. I'm just gonna have to set states. So it's gonna have to be a state machine thing. You see. Sit down for this one. Let's do. Okay, so I got the dash itself working. Except for I don't want it to be 2 seconds. I want it to be 5. That's not a problem. But this invulnerable stuff, it's not the move right now. How do I fix that? So here's where we're at. Okay. So I have this player, right? He has two different states. One while dashing, right? And not dashing. Those are his two basically states right now. Okay, that's it. He's a very simple being. Okay. So my problem is that while he's dashing, I want him to flicker. Okay. When he's not dashing, I want him solid. Solid. Which I've been able to have them flicker in the past with click on this guy with this, right? It flickers back and forth. Not an issue. Let's see, 2 gains. Let me play. So it should look like that, right? It should. You guys can't see. It should realistically look like that when it's flickering, right? But it's gonna be more of a faint thing. But as of right now, that's just what I'm messing with. Okay, so my problem with that is it's just not doing that, right? Like it's not ever setting it there, you know? So the question is why? Why is it not setting it there? My best guess is that I'm dumb and not doing something with what is this? I'm not doing something with this, right? Animation. Yeah, okay. Can I clear that? Animation. Oh. Okay, I need those apparently. Default. He's this. Add new animation. Invol. So I have it as he is this and this. Okay. You picking up what I'm putting down? Because he should flicker. You know? Should be great. Should just flicker. Shouldn't be a problem. But why isn't he flickering? Dun 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 dun. Because I have it so it should loop. So it's not like I'm just missing it. It's gonna have to be a state. I have to make a state machine to flicker, but it's very much not in the scope of what is gonna happen today. It can happen tomorrow. I don't know if it happened tomorrow. I got other stuff I need to do in the game before I get to worrying about state machine. Well, it's kind of all encompassing, right? What do I? Dun 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 dun. I really wish I could just. Unless this is always going back to false. Invulnerable. Dude, I didn't spell invulnerable. Is that how you spell invulnerable? Is that right? Invul equals bool. Built-in type can be used as a name on its own. Okay. I have this stuff. If invulnerable is equal to true. Okay. Maybe this is my problem. Dot animation. Dot play. Is this not a thing? Like, maybe this is what my problem is right now. Invulnerable is equal to false. Okay. Invulnerable. That's just not how you spell it. Okay. And then sprite dot animation dot play. There's just no way. There's no way that's the fix, right? Like, I'm dumb. I don't think I'm that dumb. Okay, something happened. Non-existent function play in base string name. Why do we keep coming back to this? You know? Okay. Okay, so what do I know about an animated sprite is my question. Property, animated sprite. Autoplay, get autoplay. Play, flip. Flip. Frame progress, offset, speed scale. Start frames. You heard anime? You heard anime. Plays anime with the key name. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been putting in. It says it hates me. Plays animation with key name. If because it is native, if this message is called name or with no name parameter, the inside animation will resume playing in spot. Am I crazy? But this is what I've been trying to do. Did you not say animation? Oh, animated sprite. It's an animated sprite, an anime sprite. I know I got you a little excited, and I'm sorry about that, buddy. This is literally what I've been trying to do here. Yeah, sorry, pal. This is very much what I've been. It's just not setting default. But this gives me a kickback every time. This says no. Maybe it doesn't want the quotes. Default not declared in the current scope. You're not declared in the current scope. Maybe I'm batshit crazy. Okay. Ba-dum-bum. I would want it to be longer than the dash. Stream dying. Why is the stream dying? Are you able to hear me? It doesn't say it's dying on my end. It's cutting in and out. It doesn't show me that I've dropped anything, I don't think. can hear me now. Great, fantastic. However, I don't. How sure are we that it was a you? Is my question. It doesn't say, but it was like you lost connection for a moment. Okay. I didn't get any notifications on it, so I don't know. It says excellent, no recommended changes. No. It showed the blue screen with the guy holding his head. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's probably me. Not that you say it like that. That is probably a me thing, but nothing has told me anything about it, which is wild. Like I'd like to think it would tell me I was dropping stuff, but see that anywhere? You know what I mean? Okay. How the fuck do I make it so I get the? Okay, yeah. Bit rate is showing fine, steady, chilling, vibing. Chase, I don't know how to fix it. Maybe I make a small state machine. Just quick. I think when I'm down making a state machine this early, I don't think it says if it discounts only if dropping frames. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it sucks. It'd be nice if it told us the whole thing. So I'm down to make the state machine this early for it. My problem is won't be done tonight. That'll be a tomorrow thing because tomorrow's gonna be a longer stream with me having Friday off. Nice 3-day weekend. Okay, so as of right now, let me see. America, yeah, America. Okay, so where are we at with this whole dash thing? Let's find out. So we're here, right? This is a normal speed. Great, grand, fantastic, even. Right here, I click it, I'm dashing. I'm back to that, and I can't dash again. Which is fine. Just very okay with that. And I can dash again. I'm interested to see next time I want to change speed. So yeah, I can dash one way and then go back. That's fine. The little guy's there. He's moving. He moves. Is where I'm at with it. Bam. Okay. So at least that way he can dash, like a quick dash. I want to be able to show he's dashing is my problem right now. And outside of him just moving faster, I can't get the flicker to go. But I know I can do it when I put like a state machine in. I know I can do it then, which is fine. But it's not something I want to get done tonight. Okay, so let's figure some stuff out. Okay. So what I'm working with currently is we're going with stamina. We're not going with stamina. We're going with timing. No distance. We're going with time. Okay. This is all glitching out of me. But that's fine. So if I'm gonna get rid of all this. I'm just gonna push it to the side for now. What is going? Something is on my screen that is making it not responsive to me, but that's okay. So basically, with the state machine, oh, see, how am I sign up for another sponsorship? Love that for you, buddy. Cause like, what if they're in the middle of an ability plus dash, right? Like, it would make sense that you can dash. Actually, I don't know if it does. Like some of the abilities it does, some of them it doesn't. Actually, I think it does always make sense. It does make sense, right? Which is fine, but that means I'm gonna have to have a flicker option. That's just not how you make it. A flicker with colors, which is okay. Which just basically means I would be. I just gotta make a faint version of each color, and then that way would end up doing. I'd end up doing. I can't think of an ability that I have kind of fletched like. Sketched out, fleshed out, fleshed out. I don't know what the word is. I'm gonna be honest, it's eluding me. But there's not an ability that I have in mind already that it wouldn't make sense to be able to dash during. Well, I mean, maybe a couple, but even then, I can force that interaction to not happen. You know what I mean? Because like, say I have one where the player's here, right? This is the player, right? And there's an AoE attack like right here, and the animation with him being in the middle is him like I'm gonna say charged up, or you know what I mean, like a scream, you know what I mean, like a letting out energy. We'll go with like that kind of animation. It does not make sense for him to be able to move during that. It just doesn't make sense, right? Especially because then risk like if I do allow that to happen, this AoE might move with it. Like after he gets it off, cool, you can dash out. That's not a problem to me. I don't see that as an issue. However, while doing it, seems like an issue. Seems like a problem. Very much like a problem to me. But I also kind of want you to be able to use an ability and then dash in for the ability to take effect, which is why I think I want you to be able to use abilities while involved. Like, I need them to be able to overlap, but at some point, I don't know if like there's an ability right where the player gets attacked, right? So the player's here, right? If the player's getting attacked and this pops this ability, it's like a counter move, right? Like it counters the attack. So in that essence, I'd want them to be able to like within a certain time frame, like timing wise, right? I'd be okay with them popping it, moving to the spot where they think the swing is gonna, like moving into an attack. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that being an issue or like being a thing. The only caveat to that is I don't think they should be invulnerable facing the other direction. Like if I have their we'll call it a shield, right? If I have their shield up in this direction, they should be able to get hit from the behind, right? Now, if they are dashing, that would negate, like if they were invulnerable, that would negate the damage from getting hit from behind, which makes it not, which isn't intended, I guess I should say. Ever, if I change the ability to make it so any direction you get hit, right, doesn't matter where, it does the counter, that would make it okay. That would make it whatever. Not an issue at all. Would not be an issue. Do you know what I mean? Because if I did, dun, 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 dun. Trying to think of what's the best case scenario with that though. I don't know off the top of my. I mean, I can play around with that in the future. That could be a future me problem, which I'm very okay with. Okay, let's get into a little bit of this. Okay. if I'm this dash, anything, I mean, I can check, I can play with its side, like how the duration of the dash, I guess, is something I can mess around with. But even then, I don't know if it matters right now because I can always finagle it, you know. Let me see. I can do. Okay, maybe we try. Maybe just draw out some UI kind of stuff. Just talk about that a little bit. So I think gonna be best case scenario because it's right now the dash is what it's gonna be. But until as of right now, the dash is what it's gonna be. I'm gonna, because it's just prototyping it. I'll have a backlog later for doing like the actual full finalized version of it, so I can go ahead and move that to done for now. Right? At least the dash part of it is done. I think what I want to do, I'm gonna move this into kind of talking, like figuring this portion out for right now, the prototyping the UI. So I think what I could do. So I'm just gonna completely start fresh. Just move over here. You don't exist anymore. Okay. So what I could do for the UI, right? So here's the screen, right? Here's the screen, right? There's gonna be health. Okay. So let me move this over. Okay, so there's gonna be a health system, right? So in this UI, I need the health system, right? I need the ability system, and then what else can I have need? Like, do I need around the screen? I don't want it to be too focused on shit around it. Health system, I could do, I mean, live system, but that's also kind of part of the health system, right? Unless I do like you know, we'll call it hearts. That's a heart. Okay, I don't want to hear anything. Like 5 hearts down here, right? Right, we'll say 3 of them are full. Right, that fourth one's half full. Just bear with me on that. The fourth one's half full. Okay, so like a heart system there, but then the health. No, because that would no, that could be lives, I guess. So this would be lives. Because what I ideally looks 3/4 full. Okay, listen. Okay, it's actually fully full now. Is what I'm going with. It's actually I'm changing my mind. It's fully full. Okay, so I can do lives there and then health as more of a. I don't want it to be a bar though. To be honest with you, I don't like that. It feels too. I don't want to say normal, but I don't want it to be a bar. So what I could do, since it is kind of like Greek mythology themed, right? I can either do like omegas, you know what I mean? But like do an omega with the. Let me see. Oh, there it goes. My pen wasn't working, and what the hell? Okay. Okay, yeah, getting the nitty gritty of it. So what I could do is the health bar being like a. Right, like the health could be in that. Right, health. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly if I'll keep the Omega symbol up there, but just something up there that's not just, you know what I mean? It's not just a bar. It could be a bar, to be honest. It might end up being one, but as of now, I think I like the way that's up there. You hating my drawing? Tell me what you're thinking. I want your honest thoughts. THOTS though. Is something going to go under the loop? What do you mean? What I could do underneath the loop, right, is so each character, the playthrough on it, right, you'll end up with abilities. So let's say you end up with 4 abilities. I can have them sitting down there. So we'll just percentage Zeus, lightning bolt, right? We'll do a trident, right? These aren't gonna all like Zeus and thing won't really go together, right? But let's do the bow and arrow, and then we'll do the sun for like a Apollo or something, right? So like underneath the loop, I can have that as showing like availability of the. Which honestly, if that's the case, like if I have it underneath, I can also move the live system up there. You know what I mean? Like I could move the lives system, do it that way. What are your thoughts? Questions, comments, concerns. Whatever. So there's you didn't watch the video. Because so you have your one character the whole time. I'm gonna zoom out. What is happening here? Okay. Scribble here. Zoom out. Oh. Right, but it's gonna be like a constant thing. It's not gonna be like a like it's not like it's going to be a certain like ability the whole time. I said right less than 84 times personally. Probably. It could have I said right a lot. However, I did not say right 84 times. 17? Probably. ChatGPT disagreed. I don't think it knows how many times I said the word right. I'll go through and count. I'll fight ChatGPT. Well, I don't hate AI to be honest. But I will go through and count myself. Also, shouldn't you be working? Out of curiosity. If you're on lunch break, that's one thing. I don't know that though. You send Chase a picture with your pants down at work to confirm. He said he's sending it. That's tough. Tough. Chase, you better check. You're gonna have to check for both of us. Okay. But back to this whole thing. the abilities are going to be like quick trigger kind of things, it'd just be a flash, it'd be like a flicker kind of thing. So if instead it's up there and then it shows the cooldown on it, like the 4 or however many, because some of them, sometimes I'm trying to count off the top of my head. I know damn well it's not. Well, I left early so we can pack the vehicle because it was my last day. Nice catch, brother. You are not working. Cutting out on your last day is wild. Especially since you probably started 3 hours ago. What do you mean? You're gonna miss Yeti. Who's that little blonde kid? Miller, brother. I don't know if you know that, but you ain't got enough hair to be that kid. You damn sure ain't got enough hair to be that saint. Yeah, it's just on the top of your head instead of the front. ChatGPT lied to you. About what? Oh, okay. That is what it is. All right. But what are we thinking on the system to the top left? How are we feeling about that? Did you know this whole Zoom thing's killing me right now? Because realistically, this might get split up into fifths or sixth, like 5 or 6 per. How long do the abilities last? Well, see that they're a use thing. So like, let's just talk about Athena's, right? So Athena's, right, is a counter, right? If the blob is here, it gets it. How do you recharge abilities? Time. You do it based on time, right? It's gonna be a time-based thing. So if Athena gets attacked, but you pop your ability before the attack, like good timing wise, it charges and damages the attacker instead. Is the idea behind Athena's ability, right? So that's not time based. Like it doesn't last a certain amount of time. It's a thing. It happens. Ares, right? So his is like a thing of spears around this certain area, right? That happens. It damages. It's done. It's not a time. It's not like it's you're using Ares' ability for 10 seconds. It's like a move more. It's more of an attack, more of a something. Yeah, it doesn't need. I mean, depending on the size they make it, it might look cluttered, might not. I don't know. Especially with their sometimes. So I think if you choose Athena as the patron, I think you end up with Athena's ability, and then 4 more, and then 1 more final one. So you end up with 6 abilities. So that might be a little tough to see. How am I gonna have them use 6 abilities? Just looking at the keyboard is Q, E, F, Z, X, C, maybe? How would you use 6 different abilities? Maybe it'll be 5. I don't know. But Q, U, F, ZCR or something. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, yeah, but that's kind of hard to reach if you're using your left hand on WASD. It's a little hard to get. I mean, I guess if I'm sure some people do it that way, but still. So I don't know if 6 abilities would look good in that circle. You know, what are your thoughts? Are you gonna use a mouse for this game? Yes, there'd be a mouse for like. So Artemis, if you watch the video, has a bow and arrow attack. Basically, it's a ranged attack. So in my head, you'd click on the enemy. You know, like clicking is going to be involved. I think. Well, it doesn't really track with the rest of the abilities though. It does, but I don't know. We're gonna see. But I do intend to have the mouse as a tool. QEFGVB. That is a wild set. Why not like QEZCFR? I just want to know where you're getting these. F I can see. G feels out of V and B. G, V, and B feel out of place. You know what I mean? Also, can you guys hear the music at all? I say it's an hour and a half, and depending on hand placement, how do you hold your hand that F, G, V, and B are more convenient than Z and C? I mean, people could always remap it to whatever they want, right? So like, there's always that. However, kind of feels weird to have the standard be FGVB. You know what I mean? Is that a good volume? Or is it a bad volume because it's too loud? It's a good volume. We love that. Okay. But back to the UI. Let's see. So dude, I don't know what's going on with my thing. You are a bit sped. I agree. But hey, we love you nonetheless. It's like, and if we do it this way and it does end up looking not like a cluster, I can absolutely take the lives and put the lives up there too. You know, like put the lives somewhere up in this spot as well. Just have all the UI up top left. Yes. Okay. I don't hate that idea. I do need to see, so let's mess with the camera a bit. So, like, in the Sumner one, we're gonna need to add camera to him. right? Okay, and then I'm going to need position smoothing on about 4. I think will be good. This way, we might be able to, like, it should follow him around. Yeah. Now we're zooming. Okay, I can only go that far. However, and then so we're going this way, right? I gotta wait and then zoom. Yeah, and the camera catches back up. What are your thoughts on this? Bam. Zoom. Okay, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Don't mind it at all. Okay. Question. So we have a dash timer, right? Which is fine. Looks good. It's a start. It's a start right now. This is the first. I'm outside of the up, down, left, right. This is the first thing. Caden said what? He did he ball like a goat. You know what I mean? So if I'm gonna have to start. So tomorrow I'm just gonna start building a state machine in order to make it so I can show the invulnerability and stuff like that, and then like for the animations, I might as well start putting the animations together. Which I can do. See, invuln normal. I'm gonna put normal. New animation will be pose. So then start with so Athena. So there's that. Athena's would just be that's Athena. We're gonna wanna mix that with the normal one. That's how Athena would play out. And then I'm gonna have to make the invulnerable ones. Like I'm gonna have to make I'm gonna have to go in and adjust these ones to be a little like either transparent or invuln underscore Athena. And then let's do. So I'm just gonna probably just start with the 3 of them for the state machine because I don't think. I don't know how much I want to get into the full-fledged invuln abilities. But if I could make the state machine and then make them invulnerable with their abilities triggered, it should be a decent start. For sure, honestly. Play nice, gentlemen. Artemis. Okay. I hate that it just doesn't start typing the new invuln. Okay. Now, like here, 2D. So here is how it would look. I don't want to see this. All right, so it would kind of look like that, but I also need to. I don't like how fast it's going at all. So I think it would do it every like. I think I landed on 4 when I did it with the others. Like I think I like 4. I don't think that's bad at all. Sorry, red just sticks out like a sore thumb. Like the blues to the blues, but that's kind of how I want it to. Like when you're Aries, right? It's an overpowering thing. Okay, POV of Miller. Well, I'm just going to do the invulnerable stuff. Well, so here's a thought. What if when they're invulnerable, outside the one being normal one, right? Like they're invulnerable, right? Why not just I can keep them in their god color as like an ode. No, because that doesn't. I don't like that because it makes sense. I lied. I don't want that. I wanted to do it the faint one, which I can make happen pretty quickly. What are your thoughts, questions, comments, concerns? Outside of you guys wanting each other, not so secretly. We are in love, true love. You guys are okay. That's fair. That makes sense. I also gotta make sure I figure out the whole he's okay. That's fine. You guys do you. Don't. Okay. I'm gonna need different timers for the different abilities to lock out. You know, a lot of stuff I still am gonna need for them, but keep that going. So tomorrow the game plan will be holy. I teleport somewhere. So the game plan tomorrow will be state machine. Which I need to add into the backlog. UI for abilities. I'm gonna call this. It's not really. Well, in progress is a strong word for it, but it's at least here. State machine, which I can add to the start state machine. I'm gonna move that to this week's task because I want that done. I can get that stuff done tomorrow. Prototype UI for abilities. I'm gonna put as prototype's a strong word. You know what I mean? It's like, what if instead of prototype it was I don't know. Prototype might be the best word for it actually. I don't know. But I wouldn't say I'm done with the prototyping of it. So we'll just leave that in progress for now. because it's very much not done at all whatsoever. Okay. Chase and Miller, what are you guys thinking? Comments, concerns. Game related, not you guys wanting to sleep each other related. Right. Thank you. I agree. I'm handsome. Thank you. I appreciate that. However, not what this is about. Chase, is there anything you're iffy about so far? There's not a lot that's been done. Basically, just the dash has been done, and then talked about other stuff. But flubber blobs. Okay. Or even just about the stream, like what thoughts on the whole cycling through the different scenes, stuff like that. Only the abilities under the health. You don't like that. That's what you're saying. You don't fuck with it. Where do you think the ability should go? If you, we're not saying it's underneath that, where do you think it should go? Maybe like one in each corner? Like health one side, abilities other? Oh, you're saying there is something else touching my screen. Okay, so you're saying like that's kind of weird. So right now, lives are either up underneath here or down here, right? You want abilities like here and then health top left. What's gonna be in the middle at the bottom? Does there need to be something in the middle at the bottom? Is it gonna be game there? It could do level, yeah, it could be like blank trial. Then like wave X, like whichever wave it's on. I don't hate that idea. I don't hate that idea at all. Chase, what are your thoughts on it? I don't think Chase likes the level name being there, Miller. But I think that's not a bad spot for it to be. Yeah, Chase could. It's also an excellent point. Chase also just might have MIA'd on us, which is a possibility. Unless he's typing a novel, which is another possibility. Oh, he said he's in league. Okay, well, that's your first mistake. LOL does stand for League of Legends. It's true. Proud of you there. League of Losers is that also stands for LOL. Okay. All right, Miller. Thoughts on where the ability should be? What if level name is at the top? Okay, so if we move level name, right? So level name to either be the top or the bottom, right? What fills the other space, if anything? Opposite corner, probably. So you think health down left corner, or that's lives, I guess. And then you think health top left, abilities bottom right. The bottom middle can have abilities. I know you're playing League, so that's what you see right now. I get that. However, I mean, it's not. It can happen. I can make different variations to see, like, mess around with it. That's a possibility. Most games have it that way. Name 3. Okay, well, hold on. You played the 3 games you played. Most do have it that way. Valorant, My Little Pony, and League all do have it that way. So those are the 3 you see. Makes sense. I'm trying to think of a game that doesn't have it that way right now. Like, I mean, the games, it's a lot of them. Like, what about, like, single player games don't tend to? I guess this is my counter argument to that. Like God of War, they're not down there. What are your thoughts on that? I actually don't know where they have theirs. But as of right now, I just don't see. But we're for sure not liking it underneath the health bar, is what we're saying. Health gauge. Um. Yeah, under health is no good. You don't fuck with it. Okay. Just get rid of this. You don't fuck with it. I also think I'd redo what the health is. Like, I think maybe look at Phoenix Rising's layout. Good. I also think if so, could do pretend this is the blob. Right, that's the blob. Okay, you see it on the screen. Okay. What if, like, for the health, it's like a liquid level of the blob, and then the blob itself can also change colors with the ability, just as a nice little neat thing. What are our thoughts on that? Phoenix Rising. Um. So you're talking. You're talking this. Disappeared on me. I just want. You're thinking more like this. Abilities bottom right. Is that abilities? Yeah. Okay, so what criticisms do you have of the Phoenix Rising one? Because even this doesn't have the abilities in the bottom middle like you wanted, or like you suggested. I didn't like the health being in the middle like that. No, it's crazy the jump in progress, Miller. I just So you don't like that? Right. Okay. That's cool. So I guess my thing is the style of the health bar was not a fan of the placement. Okay. So I get that. I just think so. Some things just aren't applicable, right? Like the items in the bottom left, right? We're not gonna have items, or that looks like potions, right? It's not an aspect of the game, but it's gonna be at the bottom right. Okay. So, but it could be bottom corners. Is what you said. It doesn't have to, you know. So bottom corners are we're thinking abilities. What about lives? Like we could put lives underneath. We can still put lives underneath health, right? Realistically, and then bottom left could be abilities or whatever. Could be. Could be. Okay. I don't hate the level name being either being at the top or the bottom. Is there going to be a map? Um, I don't see the need for there to be a map since you're stuck in an arena, right? At each different part of it, you're stuck in this open arena. I mean, there's some like obstacles and stuff in the way, but I just don't know if you need a map. Like, it just doesn't seem necessary. I mean, the map's gonna be bigger than like the screen, and like you're gonna be able to move or move. You know, you're gonna need to move around. However, I just don't think a map helps in any way for it. It's not like there's gonna be a maze. I mean, which maybe one of them will be a maze, but at that point, then the map doesn't make sense because if it's a maze, I don't want you to have a map. I want you to get out the maze, right? You know, so the top right corner will probably just be bare. To be honest, I don't feel the need to put something in every spot. You know, like it doesn't make sense to just feel like, oh hey, there's something to be here, something to be here, something to be at the top left too, middle left. You know what I mean? Like the whole outside doesn't need to be say convoluted with anything. You know, congested with anything. I think 2 to 3 spots, maybe. right? So as of right now, if I had to like gun to my head, had to choose how it plays out, right? I think I would do top left is health, and underneath it would be life, like the heart, like, you know what I mean? Bottom left would be abilities. Abilities. That says abilities, okay? And then either top or bottom, one of these two says is level. And it could be a mix of it, right? Like the top could be the overarching level, right? It could be like Athena's whatever. And then it could be wave X at the bottom, right? It could be a mix. Is one way of doing it. Which is all always subject to change. But I think I'm gonna end it there. Tomorrow I'll focus on the state machine aspect of it. Basically, our main goal for today was to get prototype that dashing, which we did. Which we did indeed prototype the dashing. So just to go over it. All right. So now, oh, hello. That's new. I'm invisible. I don't even know what happened. I'm invisible though. I'm not gonna come play center. It is about to be my bedtime. Animation. This guy. Normal. Perfect. Okay. Test it. Okay. Don't like that. What did I do? I broke it. Okay. What? How did I break it? That's the question. Did I break it? Did I? Animated. Sprite 2D. I think it's my big problem here. Yeah, I did. Okay. So now that should have fixed it. I should have fixed it. Did not indeed fix it. Okay. Didn't fix it at all. What's going on, team? What is going on? Current sprite. Equal sprite. What did I... I'm just gonna get rid of this because I think this messed it up, I guess. I don't really know. I don't know why that would mess it up. Let's find out together. Test. And there we go. So for, I'm behind this stuff, but it's fine. Okay, so yeah, I have my dash. And boom. Perfect. Okay, that's what we got done today. Is just starting this little dash bit, which I know doesn't feel like a crazy amount, but figured out what we need to get done in order to make everything start rolling, including the state machine that's going to start tomorrow. I'll be live again, hopefully 5:45. I got home from work, man, like 5:30. Got a light right on, but that'll be if I'm on later. I'll stay on later too, since I don't work Friday, so it'll be fun. Thank you guys. Chase, thanks for being here. Melody, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's. I think I can't tell if my Oh, okay. I think I'm back. I saw the blue screen for a second. You know, I have an active live stream, blah blah blah. Yeah, I think my thing died for a second. My goal is for it to not be late. But if I get home late, I'll start late. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But thank you guys. I will see you guys mañana. Yeah, I know it died, but so be it. You know. It was good. It was best time for it today, I guess.